length.
Right, and he's trying to punch you.
And he can't reach, and you're just kicking him in the balls at will. That was,
Rick, a lot of people talk about WW1 as being the Great War. Was it a Great War for you?
No, it was a good war. It wasn't a great war.
Right. What's the problem for
Well,
you?
I liked the bayonets and the trenches and all that stuff, but I could have done without the poetry.
Right.
Only because the poetry's a little bit bent.
Okay.
And, you know, what I'm saying is the only time that it isn't bent in a war. But, you know, there's beautiful, but there's one I remember. It was, we are the dead, once we lived, felt dawn on our face, but now we lie in Flanders fields. Be honest, if you'd have had a gun in your hand instead of a pen,
Yeah.
you might be alive
You would
today.
be dead, yeah.
And the war would have been over by Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
losers.
politics, Carl.
Any other questions, Carl, you want
and,
to solve?
you know,
Any high
economics. I've done economics.
Because, yes,
war.
the economical.
Anything else?
I just think you should look after yourself. You know what I mean?
Carl, I've just got something to say to you. Hip hop, hooray!
Hey.
Let's play my hip hop track.
Whoa. Hey.
Put your hands in the air.
Yay.
Move them round like you just don't care.
Yeah, you're not even bothered.
I'm playing an old school track this week, Rick. I'm going
Excellent.
back in time, rewinding the
Oh,
clock.
you're spelling school, Steve.
Oh, with a K.
Go on.
Ever heard of anything by Digital Underground? The Humpty Dance, you might
The
remember.
Humpty Dance.
remember that?
That was a fellow sat on the wall. Yeah, and he was getting dissed. And he broke all up, and the king's horses shouldn't have really been sent to repair an egg. They couldn't do it because of their hooves.
Anyway, Digital Underground, for those that don't remember, was an Oakland group led by Shock G and Chop Master J.
Go on.
But of course, most famous now for the fact that they featured Tupac Shakur.
Love him.
Where he first began. You'll hear him on this track. It's called, which one have I chosen here? I think it's called The Same Song. Have a listen.
Yo, we've been all around the world. I came for the party to get naughty, get my rocks on, eat popcorn, watch you move your body to the pop song that I'm singing, ding-a-linging, funky beats ringing, everybody swinging in the place as I kick the J's, easy watch style, R&B mixing it with the hip-hop swing beat, champagne in my hand, it won't be long till I'm gone. It's just the same old song.
It's just a freestyle, meanwhile I keep the beat kicking. Sweat dripping, girlies in the limo eating chicken. Oops, don't get the grease on your pantyhose. I love your rover, move over, I gotta blow my nose, sneezing, but still I'm pleasing. All the slimmies, pull out my Jimmy. Time to get busy with a Jenny. If it's good and plenty, don't you know? There I go, there I go, there I go. But I don't go nowhere without my gym hat. What I'm rapping is if she's clapping, then I'm strapping, cause I'm smarter than that. And then girlie, maybe we can get along. Cutie after cutie, it's just the same old song. It's the same old song, y'all. It's just the same old song.
It's the same song. Money big, the freaky dicky, the squeaky wicky up and down. Well, as a matter of fact, I'll be right back. I gotta take a lick. So I'm draining, entertaining, but I got fame and the bases I touch. Too much for me to try to be naming. Hey yo, you saw me on cable and grin. I busted in and I was going to win. Like Clark Gable back in Oakland, it's the same old song for Sporty Shorty, same freckles and hat, drinking the same 40.
Hypothetical, political, lyrical, miracle whip, just like butter. My rhymes are legit, cause I'm the Humpty, not Humpty Dumpty, but Humpty Hump. Here a hump, there a hump, everywhere Humpty Hump.
Shut up and just listen, not dissing, don't get me wrong. But to me it's just the same old song, so just watch. Cause my name is Shock, I like to rock and you can't stop this. Tupac, go ahead and rock this.
Now I climb around when I hang around with the underground. Girls used to frown, say I'm down when I come around. Gas me, and when they pass me, they used to diss me, harass me. But now they ask me if they can kiss me. Get some fame, people change, wanna live their life high. Same song can't go wrong if I play the nice guy.
Claiming fame must have changed now that we became strong.
I remain still the
Why
same,
too?
cause it's the same song.
It's the same song.
Same old song, y'all. Shout out, shake hands, shout out, stop. It's just the same old song. Yeah, I'm in the house, y'all. And you know what? It's the same old song.
was slagging off the hip-hop feature, wasn't he, when he came in earlier? And how can you not like that? Digital Underground, same song.
I think he was scared of it, Steve. I think he was intimidated
understand it.
by your youth.
Well, he's scared of the youth. He's scared of the fact that I'm down with it, the homies and the bitches and the hoes.
Yeah.
Because he's not with that,
I
you know?
think
He looks
what-
dapper. If they saw him in the street walking down like a ponce, they'd just laugh and jeer. But
Yeah.
probably rhythmically.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and he couldn't come back at anything.
And you'd be high-fiving him.
Oh, they'd be loving
you.
me.
I think he was intimidated by your style. I think he's jealous of you, to be honest.
Do you know, I think what he's probably most jealous of is the looks.
I think
Do you know what I mean? I got the new haircut because we might be on the telly later.
He didn't mention that, did he?
Did he? Well, he's never seen the old one. You've kept him from me. He's got nothing to compare it with.
But that was a great hip-hop selection there.
Yeah, lovely.
Even
lovely
though I say so yourself.
Rick, we've had a couple of people, because they've listened to your dissection of current politics and economicals.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple of questions for you.
Go on.
We've had one from Jimmy Ruffin. He says, what becomes of the broken-hearted?
Oh dear. That is a difficult one. I don't think I've got time to go into it because
You're not?
it's a very delicate problem.
Can you answer this one from the KLF? What time is love? Any ideas? Listen, keep those questions coming in for Ricky Gervais. Maybe I'll just sort them out later. Have we got a song to play, Carl? Let's whack it on. Still to come.
It's not the end of the world. Super Furry Animals.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. XFM 104.9.
Rick, you going to do your film review for us? We've got time for it, I think.
I'm not, no.
Why not?
I'm not going to do it anymore.
You're not going to do it anymore?
No.
You love it, don't you?
No, it's great, and I just think it's time. You know, I did a dozen, but I did all the films that I would give like 9 or 10 out of 10 for. I don't want to drop the standards.
Right.
I don't want to start doing films that are 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That's where a lot of film reviewers go wrong.
Yeah, Ross
I've
being one of them.
Yeah, I've seen them go, oh, this is worth 7. Don't do it then.
Yeah.
If it's no good, don't do it.
Know it yourself.
No.
Sure.
So
no more film reviews?
no.
Oh.
Until a great film comes out.
Sure, okay.
Like Braveheart 2 or something. Which would be 9 now.
Quite
It
an
was-
eventful,
Yeah.
I'd have thought.
Yeah. So 9 for that. In
well-
advance.
Rick, it's almost the end of the show, and still got time for the song for the ladies.
I can't
but
wait.
Carl won't be here next week.
Well, he was going.
Where are you heading, Carl? Going away for Christmas? Tell us.
What? It's a secret. What you want?
Well, in case your fans try and track you down.
What? Are you going taking pictures of planes in Greece? What?
Political?
Rob your house. don't
Satirical, Steve. Satirical.
Where are
Yeah.
you going? What are you doing?
If I tell you what, if I was caught in a foreign country and the government got up and said no, it's okay, they were train spotting or plane spotting, I go no, I am a spy.
Exactly.
No, I am a spy. No, you were. It's all right. You were train spotting. I wasn't spying. Please.
I saw you at the Doctor Who convention as well.
No, probably an assassin or something. Are we?
Yeah.
I'm probably an assassin.
Carl, where are you going, mate? Tell us. Come
you?
on,
No,
we
you're
haven't
not
got
meant
time.
to say when. What's it here?
What?
People rob your house if.
Yeah, we didn't say tell us your address, tell us where you leave the key, and then tell us you're going on holiday. We said where you going on holiday.
Barbados.
Oh yeah?
Ooh, showing off.
Yeah.
Boasting.
I'll tell you what, Steve, what I'd like to see, and a lot of the listeners right there too, pop round there now, touch him for Christmas.
Shall I touch him for Christmas?
Touch him any way you like for Christmas.
Can I
Love
just
him for
introduce the
Christmas.
song for the ladies before?
Well, love him for Christmas, though.
Can I just say
Yes,
what
but
the
as
song
long
is?
as you love and touch
We're going to leave
him.
you with the excellent Tim Buckley, of course, father of Jeff.
I'm just
and,
gonna be watching, but
this is a
love
track
him.
that was
Look at his
also-
little face.
Also on that CD that my friend Dave sent me earlier, so if you don't like it, blame him.
Yeah.
While he's been arrested
And if-
by the copyright police. And it's called Buzz in Fly. Let me touch you, Carl.
Don't, Steve.
Go on.
Man for Christmas.
I'm not coming back.
Kissing a man.
Licking.
A man
Mate.
for Christmas.
Oh,
You're
look
not in
that.
touch with your feminine side at
Get
all.
off.
I can put you in touch with your feminine side
going.
and my feminine
I'm
side.
liking it. So I can't look, I'm busy.
Let's put each
Look,
other
I'm
in
busy.
Oh, good.
don't know.
Yeah.
We hide.
The problem with me is it's like when you multiply anything with naught.
To the power of
Exactly.
as well, it's still-
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah, okay, Shane.
And I'm a fat little ugly fella like Reg Varney.
Well, there are lots of people
don't
there
have
that
to
you
say
don't
that on
like,
radio,
and you
some
sort of
people
you
don't
could go
know.
up to afterwards and almost like metaphorically flip the bird.
What's that mean?
Last week, yeah, flip the bird.
You dirty. No.
Middle finger.
And I married Steve Single. but
No,
he
what
doesn't
are you
go-
talking about?
What?
Well, and there are lots of people there.
I thought it was a euphemism.
Who you haven't got on with in the past, and then they're all being really nice to you. What I'm talking
We
about.
get on with everyone, don't we?
Oh,
What
that's
does
a
flip
lie.
the bird mean? What
Flip
does
the
flip
bird
the bird
means you got that hipster thing.
The finger, give me the finger.
Yeah, but I thought there was a dirty metaphor.
No.
You're always thinking this.
Don't bring me down to your level till at least 5 minutes. Coming up after the break, we've got Steve and Ricky and lovely Claire. We're driving their desk. Right, Claire?
Hello.
Don't bend over like that, Claire. Put a longer top on or something. You're up, boys. You're very studious there.
We are. We're working hard on the
Just
show.
working out what we're going to play. and what order.
I love the way you even live
What
the
about
pretense.
What about some Foo Fighters mixed with the Strokes, Ricky?
I wouldn't mind a bit of Strokes or no order. What should we kick in with?
Undecided yet, Rick. Probably got some ads to help us decide.
That
advertising.
dilemma will be revealed in just under 4 minutes. Stick around.
Merry
for
Christmas, Dermot.
New Order and Crystal on XFM 104.9. Now listen to Ricky Gervais, obviously.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah.
Well, they like to know. They like to know if I'm
They
here.
don't like to know.
The fans do.
Yeah. Now that was one of my favourite singles of the year.
Yeah, it's a good song.
And that's what we're going to be doing on this programme.
We are going to be playing some of our favourite songs from the year, Rick. That's absolutely
We're
true.
also going to be playing some songs that maybe we don't like,
Exactly.
just for the hell of it.
Yeah, because we're crazy guys.
Yeah.
We never know what's going to happen next.
No, we don't.
Guess who's pressing the
We
buttons, Rick?
genuinely don't.
Well, you know who's pressing the buttons. You can see her, but
That's
the
why
audience
we don't know
don't.
what's going to happen next.
It's Sturgis.
We've got Sturgis in.
Claire Sturgis. XFM's Claire Sturgis.
Yeah.
She stayed off it for just a day.
She's not. No, she's just.
She's clean for a day.
You're on methadone or what you on?
No, I'm clean now.
You can actually clean.
Yeah,
Well done.
absolutely.
Well done.
Well done. Congratulations.
Well
Yeah.
done. That's
For
great,
clean for
yeah.
Christmas.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
You're still thieving though, aren't you?
Still thieving.
Just
Can't lose the thieving.
But at least the money now goes on like 40 Benson as opposed to a little £5 starter pack.
It's lovely. Yeah.
scam.
No, it's sweet.
Right,
It's
okay.
nice to see a little
It's nice,
little
yeah.
miracle for Christmas, Rick. It's beautiful.
Lovely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm already in the Christmas mood. Are you in the Christmas mood?
The thing is, right, what she's still got left over from it, and these are the scars and the reminders of your smackhead thieving days. Are those little homemade tattoos on her face?
Exactly.
That
Exactly.
she did with a pin.
Yeah, she looks like Seal.
And some quink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, Merry Christmas to you, Claire.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Merry
It's
Christmas.
great.
You're still living in the projects.
It is one of those little
She's still
miracles.
keeping it real.
She's
It's
like
wonderful.
little tiny Tim.
That's what she's a bit like Jesus Christ.
In a way, yeah.
In a
That's
way.
blasphemous. Please play a record player.
Linkin Park and one of their songs. Gervais, quick, come on, mate. He's coming back from the kitchen with a couple of cups of tea. It's like he's won an award. He doesn't care now. I'll turn up if I want to. Maybe we should do a twin spin, Sturgis.
Do you want another
Yeah,
record?
play something,
Okay.
play something.
Here you are then.
Paul Weller. The changing man, the mod father,
That's true enough.
as they call him.
Absolutely.
See, now, you told the listeners that I was just too big to be here because I'd won some award.
Yes.
I was actually making the tea for all of us, wasn't I?
It's awful, this tea.
That's not the point. I shouldn't be making tea, a man in my position. And yeah,
You're
it is-
right, you shouldn't be making teas. It's awful. How do you actually go about the tea? You understand how a cup of tea is made?
But
You've got to put a tea bag in there.
No, but this is weird, right? Because I actually can't make a good cup of tea or coffee, and it's strange. It must be something metaphysical. I put all the right ingredients in, just like everyone else does, and I boil the kettle and everything. But people do go that. This
Can I
is
tell you where
rubbish.
you're going wrong?
Go on.
Laziness.
Why?
Because you literally don't leave the tea bag in long enough. You literally dunk it in there and throw it away.
I was trying to get back in time because
No,
I got
you
a
were. I
show.
saw you talking with Dermot O'Diddley, so don't give me that. And I've been round to your house before. There's been times, Sturgis, when I've tasted the tea and it tastes like washing up liquid. And I've said, what happened? And he went, there were some bubbles in there, yeah.
Well,
Could you
I-
not have rinsed it out with some water first?
Well,
No, I didn't have time.
yeah, but I resent having to make tea.
Yeah, but don't teach me a lesson. Don't offer someone a cup of tea and then think, I'll teach them a lesson. They won't be asking for tea again.
When they usually were. But yeah,
I've had to go and get an extra tea bag and dunk it in here. It's ludicrous.
I know. It's mad, isn't
It's
it?
pathetic. Anyway, it's Christmas. Let's not disrespect
Let's
each
not-
other. Let's
no.
be cheery.
Yeah.
Can I tell Sturgis what you got your family for Christmas last year? I just remembered when I was
Please,
outside.
please.
It was a joy because Gervais is a generous man, and he's a thoughtful man, and he's got a lot of brothers and sisters and a lot of nephews and nieces and stuff.
Well, I got about 20 people to
Yeah,
get
you've got
presents
no
for.
exactly. So it's a tricky business. That's why I think you got him £200 worth of lottery scratch cards.
I had about a minute. I was getting a lift down to Reading, and it was my mate Jimmy, and I went, hold on, I just got to get the presents, and I ran into the 7-Eleven opposite me and got the scratch cards.
That's amazing. It's such a working class Jippo gift, isn't it?
But did any of them work? Anyone win anything?
Yeah. I mean, some people were down. That was a present. Hard luck. That's the risk you take when you accept this present. Some people were up £70,
Well,
so they had a great Christmas.
Let's bear in mind that there's like some children who are like 7 or 8, you know, scratching off scratch cards. They got to be 18 to claim them. And just the rest of your family sort of, I can imagine, just wrestling them off. You know, you can't claim it anyway. It's on off.
No, have I won? No. No, you haven't. No.
But I've got 3 dumbbells.
It's 3 the same. You don't get anything for that. Not in this game. Unlucky.
Are you going to do that again this year?
Maybe, yeah. Mercury Rev, The Dark is Rising. That sounds a bit like a tribute to Neil Young.
Beautiful. I thought it was wonderful.
It was lovely.
Yeah,
lovely.
no, they're great, Mercury Rev.
We're going to play some lovely records
there'll be
today.
some beautiful songs today.
Steve. All right?
That's true. What did you call me then?
Steve.
Did you call me something else before? I didn't hear. I thought maybe you called me, I don't know, Jonathan or something. No, I don't know. I didn't hear. I got paranoid. Christmas. We were talking about Christmas.
Yeah.
Gifts. What's wrong? No.
I didn't know what that meant.
What?
Were you having a go at me because I went on Jonathan Ross show?
No. I thought you'd said something. You'd said my name by mistake. You'd said someone else's name when you were talking to me.
Oh, right.
But I didn't hear that. So when I heard you just go
Okay.
Steve, I thought you were correcting a mistake you hadn't made.
No,
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right.
You see? Blunder.
What did you call me?
Fatty.
Good. Right. We're talking about Christmas,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, it is
because it's
Christmas,
just the
isn't it?
fact that because
It's the right time of year to talk about it, to be honest. It's topical. So let's carry on. Go on, shoot.
Well, I just wondered if your Christmas gift buying had always been as thoughtful as it is in recent years.
Oh, well, no, that was actually, even though it was thought pretty lazy and thoughtless, it was quite generous in a sense,
Yes.
financially. But I remember, oh, God. Now, even though I sort of come from a working class family, my dad was, a labourer, and my mum was like a housewife, but I was spoiled at Christmas. I didn't have like pocket money or gifts and that, but she'd get out of a catalogue and pay for it the rest of the year, so I did have great presents.
Yeah.
And because I had older brothers and sisters, they were earning, so I had good presents. And it was okay for me to, give them nothing or do a card or something rubbish. But then I remember one year when I just suddenly realised I was too old to be doing this. It was like, in Jaws when it pulls focus.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
go,
yeah.
oh my God. And I just realised that's the worst present you've ever... I think it was about 12 or 13. And I remember it now. My sister had got me a Cat Stevens album.
Great.
I think a Birdhouse and like a quiz book
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
And it was my turn to give her a present. And it was a bottle of shampoo that I'd found in the bathroom and wrapped up. It's a big jumbo, one of those Tesco's,
Had it not already been used?
No, I don't think so. Mum had bought it,
You just topped it up with water, wrapped it up.
I just gave it to her and she went, oh, thanks. I thought, oh,
outrageous.
God, that's rubbish.
That's really
It's
bad.
rubbish, isn't it?
That's really bad.
I know, yeah.
I remember one year, I really wanted a Scale Electric. So I was going, I want Scale Electric. And my mum was going, no, you'll just get bored of it. I know what you're like. You'll get
Yeah.
bored of it and we'll have spent all that money and you'll be bored. I was going, no, I won't. I love it. I'll play with it forever. And, and she was going, no, you won't. And I was going, I will. I love it. And so she bought me Scale Electrics and I unwrapped it. And I was using it. I was bored instantly.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell her. I pretended I loved it. And so, I'd always be playing it monotonously, hating it.
I know.
But I'm loving this, Mum. It's absolutely brilliant. You were wrong. You were so wrong. I'm loving it.
I know. Things with Sky Electrics, I think it was great at the time, but I think it was an XFM party actually years ago when they got Sky Electrics, and like loads of us think, oh yeah, I used to love it. Rubbish.
Yeah, really.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
It's about 2 foot long.
Yeah.
You go put it back on,
Yeah.
Dave. Yeah. There
Exactly.
you go. Oh, okay, put it back on.
Exactly. You want it to at least kind of change into a robot, or
Yeah.
kind of come off and just drive around the
Of course,
country.
these days it's all virtual, Steve.
That's true
Isn't
enough.
it? In your mind.
Well, we all
right.
take a pill, don't we, Rick? And then we're in some kind of fantasy
and then
world,
I
driving a
am
car.
Ayrton Senna for a little while.
What about those bloody computer games? No one's reading a book
God.
anymore, are
Mummy,
they?
What's a tree? Download. Well, I'll tell
True
you
enough.
what. I'm going to play a song now. I think I've dissed U2 for about 15 years, but I got them wrong, and I'm going to play a lovely track off the latest album. It's the last track on the album, Ground Beneath Her Feet. It's from All You Can't Leave Behind.
Beautiful.
And I think it's one of their greatest works. Live Forever, Oasis. Still good, that one.
It is very good.
That's 1993, 94.
Mad, isn't it?
Long time ago, eh?
Crazy.
Cool. All those years ago, when they were setting out, they were great, and they'd
Yeah, before they became embarrassing.
well, they can still
They
come
can
back.
still come back.
Their last album's not as good as their first 1 and 2, and
No.
who knows, Steve?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's been a good year for hip hop, Rick. Can I surprise you? I've gone off hip hop of recent years, but I've been charmed this year by Bubba Sparks' album. I thought it was fun. I think De La Soul had an album this year, which I enjoyed.
they did.
That was good. Very good.
They did.
I didn't mind the Jay-Z album.
See, I liked a couple of tracks.
Yeah, it's all right on there. I
Yeah.
actually quite liked. There's a new
was
Outkast compilation that I don't know if it's out yet, or maybe it's just going to come
I was
out in the new year,
disappointed
but
by
that's
the
good.
album. I bought it on the
Well,
strength
Rick, can I
of-
surprise? There's a new little
I like the
compilation.
little owl. I like the owl and the cat and the dog.
The
and
new little compilation,
Go
Rick,
on.
has lots of tracks from their previous albums and other singles, and it's a good little dynamite buy. Maybe something
Steve?
for the new year in the sales.
Just going to make a note of that. I'm going to buy that on the way home.
Do it. But the album that I was particularly charmed by, Princess Superstar is.
Well,
now, a lot of people have been dismissing her as a bit of a novelty sort of rapper.
They said the same about Timmy Mallet, so don't listen to them.
That's
So
what I'm
don't
saying.
listen to them.
That's what I'm saying. So, another track
put it on.
we played a while back, Untouchable Part 2, which was dynamite.
Yep.
And this is another track, I think this was a single. It's called Bad Babysitter. She raps very quickly, but listen carefully because the lyrics are fun.
Slow it down a little bit, Claire.
Okay, honey, now the name of the restaurant and my cell phone number are on the refrigerator. Don't be afraid to call if you need anything. Now have Josh in bed by 9:30 the latest. Now there's soda and chips in the kitchen, a Atari DVD player, and I think there's some board games in the closet. Oh, but one thing, just be clear.
Okay, I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. Babysitting sucks, but whatever, they got junk food, kung fu, egg food, dig dug, a dog too, and a hot Mr. Wine Child. I mean, he's old but not dime out. If I'm bad, I'll turn around in the corner for time out. Alright, Josh, what you wanna do? You wanna watch cartoons? HBO got Platoon. Hey, get back in the room. I assume your folks are gonna be out late. Go make me Kool-Aid. I'ma sit on the couch and call my boyfriend Gabe and CVA. Spit out my bubblicious and get one of them big fridges that can fit 10 midgets. Damn, they rich tasted up me like 50 dishes. Let's find your mom's mix. Think she'll miss these Chanel links and high heels. You look like Jar Jar Binks. Don't play under the sink. I want your daddy as well, but if you tell your dad sick of cell, God told me you're going straight to hell. Well, if you don't like it, I can leave, then you'll be alone. Believe me, that's what the creepy monsters want. Plus, I'll be taking your TV. Put on your pajamas and don't wet the bed. I got a camera. Take a picture and show that little girl you like. Sarah. Oh, and one more thing. That's good, Sarah, mass murder. I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. Let's make fluffing out of this. Don't out of another peep. I'll take the cookie cutter, make soft cookies that he skin while you sleep. Keep still. I gotta check the bathroom cabinet. Hey, what are these pills? I'll take the Josh, you take a bag and tag him in. Stop throwing up. I'm not paying enough. You clean up the rugs. That fluff. I told you $6 and unmade jello was too much. Alright, kid, you gotta go to bed. I know it's only 6, but my boy just came up and he wants me to give him. Sit his bare ass on the couch, really want small wonder. Next time you see Vicky, the spot will be sticky, cause it's used your mom's. Don't worry, I'll put it back in the Frigidaire. Scared you can have it for supper, nice and crisp in the Tupperware. No bedtime story, Gabe, get off your sofa. Josh, get in bed, Freddy Krueger, I'll let you see your mom in the morning. No porn and shut the shade, Gabe. One day you know how nice it is to get while you're getting paid. Babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. Oh, Dad, they just came back. Jeez, Mr. W, your wife looks back.
Oh, it must have been the drink she had. We drank some Mai Tais, watch high lie, rip off a thigh highs.
Too much information. I need a ride.
Oh, let's take the Benz.
That's the coolest car I've ever seen.
How old are you again? I forget, 19?
Yeah, it's like in like 4 more years.
Oh, one time, could you please show me one of those nice chairs?
Have you been working out?
Worked out, here's the house.
You wanna come in? We just got this awesome new couch.
Ow, stop it, girl.
Can I get a little peek?
Nah, girl, I'll take a rain check and see you next week.
I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making $6 an hour. I'm a bad babysitter, got my boyfriend in your shower. I'm making
Tell us about it,
$6 an
Steve.
hour.
From the album Princess Superstar is Princess Superstar and Bad Babysitter. Did you enjoy it, Rick?
Yeah, I did.
good.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah.
That's 2 out of 2 from that album I've liked.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'll go and buy the album on the way home.
Do it, make
Steve.
another
Just
note
make
of
a
that,
little
Rick.
note.
You've got Outcast to
What's that?
buy, which has not actually been
Outcast.
released yet, but I'm sure you can pull some strings.
I'll get someone onto that. Good. Okay, XFM 104.9. It's the Ricky Gervais Show.
Absolutely.
Can I stop you there?
Go on.
With Steve Merchant.
Thanks very much.
No worries. Yeah. Cheers. We're talking about presents here. I just remembered something else I had. I was just into science from like the age of like 5, 6 to about so 18, 19. I'm still into it, but I studied it and I absolutely loved it. And I got a microscope set when I was about, I suppose, 10 or 11, and just looking at butterfly wings and just anything under there, like 300 times. Thought this was amazing, right? And in it came these little shrimp eggs, and you could look at them, and then you could breed them. You had to put them in a salt water solution and then keep them at a certain temperature, and they'd think, oh, and a nice little beach, and they'd come out.
Yeah.
What I did, speed up the process a little bit, popped it on the electric fire, right? We had one of those fake plastic coal things with one of those little metal things that turned round from the heat and made it look like flames. It didn't. I'll be honest, it didn't.
Because who the hell was fooled?
Yeah.
Coming and go, you got a lovely roaring fire there.
yeah. The flames were encased behind that plastic coal.
Exactly.
But I love it. Popped them on there, left them there for a little while. Bit too hot. Came back. Just melted, really. Just dry, and the thing was sort of slightly warped. So, them shrimps did not see the light of day.
Once again, your laziness and sinfulness I got to speed up the experiment.
Absolutely.
Come on. I can advance nature.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
on.
Yeah.
Do you stand in front of a microwave just going, come on,
yeah.
a minute and a half for soup?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah.
That's
so,
majestic.
Yeah, but I learnt the lesson.
Yeah.
Now I make sure the shrimps are the right temperature.
Exactly.
That's terrible.
You
isn't
reminded me of something I was going to say then, but I can't remember. I've embarrassed myself live on air.
Yeah.
Should have kept that quiet. No one would have known. No one was there thinking, I wish Steve would say something now. It's crazy.
What
I
was
hope he
Steve
hasn't
gonna
forgotten
say?
the story.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it was. It was about you said about the sort of the fire and that idea of kind of buying a piece. It's like when people buy a fake Rolex watch.
Yeah.
And they tell people it's fake. Utter waste of time.
Yeah.
Why you told me that? It's like what? I'm getting one over on the Rolex people.
But you're right on that side. But the point is, why buy a fake Rolex watch? I mean, why buy a Rolex watch? I think they're very
they look
expensive.
good. They look nice.
Yeah.
And it's a transparent display of wealth. But it's when there's like a builder who you know's on like £5 an hour wearing a Rolex.
You're joking, aren't you, Steve? Pod carriers can get upward of £550 a day. So you've embarrassed yourself.
I don't know anything. It seems like I don't know anything about the building industry anymore.
Unbelievable.
Do you know once my friend showed off his watch that he bought, and a guy had sort of dodgy bloke had sold it to him on the street.
Yeah.
And he'd been up in London, and some guy on Oxford Street had sold him this watch, and it looked really good, and it worked fine for years, and it just looked class. And I thought, wow, that's brilliant. And I came to London for something, and I walked up and down Oxford Street for 2.5 hours trying to get sold a dodgy watch. And I'd be going up to people like selling lighters, going, yeah, not interested in lighters. Got any watches?
Yeah.
And I'd go, no, I haven't got any watches. Go down to the perfume guy, and I go down to the perfume bloke. You any watches?
I love the idea that they saw you go down, like, do I watch? And they go, no.
I know.
Why? It's a bad advertisement, mate. If people see you walking around with this, it's not good for trade. What? How dare you? Send me one of those stolen watches. I can't do it, mate. More than my job's worth. Tim Benson. Black Snow. That's a great tune.
Good song, isn't it?
I love it. It's sort of punky, but it's got more in common with stuff like Steppenwolf and
My
Bad
only worry
Company.
is that
such
are
a
they like
throwback.
sort of 18-year-olds who, like Gomez, are trying to sound like they've kind of had a rough, hard-living life?
No.
They are old 40-somethings.
Well, no, they're not. They're sort of, but they're dirty.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Do you notice that Steve Taylor, the man with the knowledge, just popped in there
Yeah,
to
just
bid
popped
us
in there.
Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
And I noticed, Claire, you said something like, has he got another kid, did you say?
Yeah.
How many children has he got?
I think he's got the 2 now. Yeah.
Clearly, he has got the knowledge, hasn't he, in every sense?
Yeah.
I imagine he's a great lover.
He knows.
I imagine he's got wonderful fingers.
He knows what buttons.
Magic fingers.
Well, he's actually got little toady hands. Right. He uses a lot of utensils.
Yes, yeah.
He's invented all these little things that go with and it's over very quickly, so we can get on with learning.
Pleasure gloves.
Yeah, because even when he's making love, there's a stack of trivia books.
Exactly.
So
well, he can tell you about kind of great shags of the past.
Yeah. Oh, he's there. Here he comes.
Yeah, here he comes.
Oh, look, I love him because you don't know this, listeners, but he looks like Penfold of Danger
he's a
Mouse.
beautiful man.
He does. He's
It hasn't stopped him breeding.
Yeah. It's not. You don't usually call it.
the
You
man
usually
with
call
the
it breeding when it's humans.
Steve Taylor, the man with the knowledge.
Come in. Hey. All right.
Christmas to
It's like Steve Wright and his posse. All right. Merry Christmas.
Hi.
Hi. Are you?
So
a
tell
great-
us, are you
Stop that now.
a great ladies' man? Were you a great ladies man before you were married?
Not something I talk about. I'm married now.
Because he's sort of like got a little shaved head and he's got a beard and it's exactly the same colour, sort of ginger hair. He looks like a tennis ball. It's just hair, exactly the same length, all over his face.
And no reason for me to come in was that abuse was happening without me here.
Yeah, I know.
And now I've come in, you just continue.
But say hello, so it's with your blessing, and I think we're nice. Say Merry Christmas.
Hi, Merry Christmas, all listeners.
See, you're on at 5 o'clock, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to make a note of that. When I bought those 2 albums, I'm going to listen to Steve Taylor, The Man with Knowledge, on at 5 o'clock on XFM.
Isn't it incredible? Because he's been in since 11 o'clock this morning, just compiling information for every record he'll be playing.
Yeah.
The show's only 20 minutes long.
But you know, with him, it's because he's got to offload it.
Yeah.
He's got to talk about it all the time because it's only, you know, he's got a huge brain. It's warm, it's going warm, all information.
What are you playing next, Claire?
You bored? Sorry, were we boring you two?
Oh, was this that list? Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
So can you tell us about Star Sailor? What do you know about some interesting facts about Star Sailor?
Into the microphone, into the micropole that goes down the loudy box and out to the radiograph in the homes all around England.
They're rubbish.
Thank you.
Steve Taylor, controversial view. Still, he has bred people.
Hives. Before that, Star Sailor. It's been a bit of a punk sort of show, this, isn't it?
It has,
in
I've
general,
enjoyed it.
in year, you know, the whole year's been a little bit of a. I blame the Strokes, but you see, I enjoyed punk. You were too young and don't care for it. But
Well, I have to say that if punk the first time round was as exciting as I found it this year, then I've missed out because I've really enjoyed it. Really.
so
have.
I want to go and play all things like X-ray specs and you know things like that now.
Are they as kind of melodic though as things like the Strokes and White Stripes and so on? Are they kind of tuneful? Because the White Stripes.
In fact, I've picked on a very bad example because they were sort of like pop punk, and Polystyrene was almost. She wasn't a joke, but they had saxophones and stuff, so
Right.
it's probably a bad example of early. I mean, the Sex Pistols summed it all up. You know.
Yeah, sure.
But well, we enjoyed that, don't we?
No, we did. I have to say that although there has been a nice bit of sort of punky sound this year, for me it's been very much a year for the geeks. And you'd have thought I'd have enjoyed
Well,
that.
that's
but
new
actually,
metal, though, isn't it?
Well, it is the new
There's sort of
metal.
these people just in their bedroom playing sort of computer games
I
and
can't
loving
believe that
Limp
new metal has
Bizkit.
taken over the world. It's
It's
just
mad, isn't it?
incredible.
It's absolutely huge.
Suddenly, Linkin Park and.
But see, I don't mind things like Marilyn Manson because they're having a go, they're having a bit of a laugh, and But I just.
But it always seemed so perennially uncool to me when I was younger. Anyone who was into that kind of music, I just thought loser. And that's
And coming from the
calling the pot black.
Yeah, imagine that.
But it's the year of the geeks, not just because of new metal, but also because of just these fantasy films with the Harry Potter stuff and now Lord of the Rings. It's like everyone's obsessed.
Now it's
with
cool to
fantasy
play
stuff.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I can't get over it. I'm stunned.
It's scary, isn't it?
Because I was never into that rubbish.
No,
I've always thought
definitely
it's like
yeah.
It's like people who are still obsessed with Harry Potter. They go, I'm rereading Harry Potter for the third time. And I think, listen, I haven't read it. Okay, I'm sure it's very good. But you're rereading it for the third time. There are books out there written by adults for adults with like sex and other exciting things.
Yeah.
And Harry Potter, I'll just read. Like, in case you missed something the first time round.
But maybe they're learning the spells.
I'm stunned by it. I mean, have you read it all, Claire? Are you all up on this?
What, Harry Potter?
and
I
all this-
actually went out and bought the first Harry Potter book and lost interest halfway through because there was no sex in it.
No,
so
exactly.
couldn't be
It's like
bothered.
why I never go to see any Disney films. There's never the prospect of any nudity. If
Right.
there's no chance of
See,
nudity.
I think you're actually buying the wrong books.
Right.
What you want to buy, Steve, is a pornographic magazine.
Tell me more.
Wow. In there, you see, what you get.
Ladies. Other ladies.
Sometimes ladies.
Nudie ladies.
Sometimes ladies. Stereophonics and the theme tune to BBC Two's The Office, Handbags and Glad Rags.
Absolutely.
So I think we should be playing Christmas songs as well, though. Because Merry Christmas War is over. A great.
Is it really?
What?
The theme tune to The Office?
I think it meant is war really over? It is. Thanks, John.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. That's there. To be fair, Rod Stewart did it first.
Yeah, and we don't use the Stereophonics version.
Oh,
No,
right,
or the Rod Stewart version.
Thank you.
Too expensive.
Exactly. Costs a
See,
fortune.
we had to re-record it.
Yep. Or little known facts.
Yeah.
You should save that for the DVD.
Or Steve Taylor would have blown it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't he? To come on with the knowledge and told
Yeah.
him everything.
I was thinking
Fairy
actually,
Tale in New York.
beautiful song. No,
Can we find
It'd be
that?
nice to try and dig it. I'm sure everyone's playing it at the moment.
Yeah, let's
Online.
Let's
But
not
I mean, we
play it.
should. It's good. No, it's
Let's play "Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul
Can we
McCartney.
play Driving Home for Christmas, Chris Rea?
Oh, he is. There's a lyric in that goes, I look at he's in the car driving Christmas, and he looks over at the other bloke in the other car. He goes, he's just the same as me.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
He's just the same as me.
Driving Home for
Is he
Christmas.
saying he's copied him? He's like, oi, what are you wearing? That's the same as me. That is.
What did you get your missus? The same, is it?
Are you? Who are you? A stalker? I'm Chris Rea.
Hello.
Yeah. He's going back to Newcastle.
Exactly.
Oh, they talk, innit?
Is that where he's from?
Yeah. Is it Middlesbrough or Newcastle or
Do you remember when Ria made a
Cleveland?
film?
Go on.
Chris Rea made a film. They all do it like Dave Stewart made that film with the All Saints, Honest. No one went to see it.
No.
But Chris Rea made a film which was like a kind of fantasy thing. Well, I think Shirley Bassey turned up in it, where he was like, have you ever seen this?
No, but oh no, I can't tell you. I'll
It's
tell you off air.
Really? Is it outrageous? Is it libelous to Chris Rea?
No, I had to interview Chris Rea about this.
Really?
And Shirley Bassey was there, and she pulled
That's
up in
a
her
weird
limo.
interview.
Yeah,
It's an incredible-
don't ask me. Don't ask me.
What
it was
was you doing for?
It was for some satellite
And what did
TV
Bassey
show.
say? Did she disrespect the film?
No. When Bassey came into Pinewood Studios, when she came in, we all had to leave the set so she could drive through the set. We all had to leave so she could drive in.
No.
Just thought I'd tell you that. It's very boring. I wish I hadn't told you that.
What do you mean? She drove her car into the set?
No, she was driven into wherever they were filming, and we had to all leave
Why did
as
you
she
have to
arrived. Because I don't know.
She knew what you do.
She didn't
Sturgis.
like me.
She went, I don't want that smackhead around in here, you know.
I got some valuables in here.
Yeah. Sturgis.
Diamonds are forever, and especially when she's around.
Yeah.
Anyway, I never saw the film, Steve, in answer to your questions.
Yeah, well, I don't think anyone did, but the fact that Chris Rea got money to make a film. I mean, has he released a song for years?
He's still going.
Is
He's
he?
probably got a little bit of back catalogue going.
You mentioned Paul McCartney as well. We were talking about that with Steve Taylor. And I'm wondering, because you're talking about his money and the fact he's got loads of wealth, and that's fair enough, and he obviously deserves it. But what I'm wondering is, he's got to be he's such a
Steve,
rich
does
man.
anyone deserve it?
Unless they spread it around. Really.
Politics.
But he's obviously, I mean, he must be one of the richest men, certainly in this country, and I'm sure, internationally. Millions. I don't know if he's reached the billion mark yet. But I'm wondering to myself, why doesn't he spend some of that money making his missus like a bionic leg? That'd be amazing. Do you know what I mean? She could like leap over buildings and stuff. That'd be genius.
Well, she wouldn't leap, she'd hop.
Because if I had that much money, I would.
She could only hop.
She'd just be running around in a circle.
She'd win
the other one done as
sports
well.
games, wouldn't she, at school easy? Just
Yeah.
one hop.
Exactly.
And she's won.
I mean, it'd just be incredible. Because I don't know. I mean, the Bionic Man, it was expensive then, wasn't it?
6 million then, Steve. Christ knows what it would cost now with inflation. $6 million, of course. That's only about £4 million sterling.
Yeah.
But now, and that was like, what was that, 74 or something?
It cost you a fortune.
Hundreds of million.
Oh, I wouldn't even want to guesstimate.
But he got the eye.
Sure.
That's useful.
Yep.
He can see miles away.
Yep.
He's got the 2 legs. You need the 2 legs for running.
Did he have the 2 legs?
Wouldn't it be? Yeah, of course he did. Otherwise he'd be hopping, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Dun. But he got the 1 arm. He need the 1 arm. They thought, let's not look mad. Let's not make him completely bionic.
Yeah.
But the one thing that always worried me, right, was that when he lifted up a truck with his 1 good arm, why didn't his back collapse?
Yeah.
He didn't have a bionic spine, did he?
Sure.
I could see him lying on the ground and sort of like doing a sort of leg press. That'd be fine. But when he stand up, his back would just collapse, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So you're beginning to wonder if an astronaut who fell out of an airplane while test driving it and was rebuilt as a half robot, you're wondering if there's maybe some flaws in that concept.
Yeah. And Oscar Goldman, I don't know what. And isn't it convenient that his girlfriend had the same 2 legs, 1 arm?
I think that's what drew them closer together, though, Rick.
This time she had the ear.
I don't think he was just on the pull and by chance he got her undressed. He thought, my God, that looks like a familiar plastic arm.
And there was a bionic dog, wasn't there?
And a horse, apparently.
Well, why do you need a bionic horse?
I know.
When you can run at 70 miles an hour, you don't need to get on a horse, do
Yeah.
you? Unless the bloke that had the bionic horse wasn't bionic, and he could run like really
Well, I
fast.
think the problem was that they'd spent so much money on all these bionic things, they just made a bionic horse, entered it in races.
Yeah,
Just
he
bet
gets
on it.
their money back.
Yeah, exactly.
Steve Austin, he's not turning
Exactly.
up, he's swanning round.
A very costly investment.
Does anyone remember Bionic Man? Is this just, it's all shown again, isn't it, on Bravo?
Everyone knows who the Bionic Man
Oh, just
Oh,
ask
no, sci-fi.
Camfield about it.
Oh, I bet he loves it.
Because
doesn't he?
Camfield's only about 14 and he knows the Bionic Man.
I know, yeah. He's been watching it for 13 and a half years.
Sturge, let's play another song because we just played the cover version of How Magic Now Rags.
Sure.
Great song, really good.
Yeah.
And I've been playing cover versions
version.
all this year. And one of my favourites was this
Run
one
for cover.
I played a long time back. Actually, I think I played this when we were standing in for Dermot O'Diddley.
Yeah.
Not
he
for-
was back today, wasn't he? Just pops up when he wants.
Exactly.
Didn't he?
But I'm not going to play any cover versions in the new year. That's
Go on.
Cover Me Up or Cover
Well,
Me Bad. That's
Cover,
the script.
run for cover. Well, I've finished with my, I call it film review. Yeah.
Sure. So
yeah.
we're going to have all new features in the new year.
Yeah.
But I'd love to play this again. This is a Once Round the Block, as done by the Kings of Convenience. Play this, Claire. Lovely.
You quiver like a candle on fire. I'm putting you out, maybe tonight we could be the last shot. 'Cause I'm fascinated by style. Your beauty will gotta search out for your clues.